let's see what we have here. We got a microphone. It's very good microphone, and I can hear myself. And now let's go ahead and see if we are. Yes, there it is. Look at that. So fast. It's very good microphone. Oh, and I can hear myself over there. Okay. The test works. Thank you for being here and tuning in. Please come back because I'm getting ready to do a cool test on Cinemaker and Sketchable. I'm waiting over here to see what's the internet look like. On Cinemaker. Yeah. What is your live streams like? And who's over here? Oh, what's up, brother? Carlos Phoenix. Morning. Ah, man. Now I'm going to have to stay on because people are coming. What's up, Carlos? How you been? And where is it the morning at? You must be somewhere else in the world. It's 4 o'clock here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's a good time to draw. So let me take off my headphones so I don't hear myself over and over and over again. This is DTM and Art Life All Day. If you've been catching my videos, thank you. Please share them. Please like them. Please let me know what you think about the art life. What's your art life is like? What are you working on? And tag me. I want to see your work. In the meantime, right now, what I want to do is show you my screen. Here it is. This is the Surface Pro. You're in New York, Carlos. I was in New York last week. I should have thought about you and hit you up. I was there for the Microsoft event. Headed to LA next week for a bid summit. In any case, yeah, we need to get together one of these days. So yes, this is my desktop for the Surface. I am on my Surface Pro. And as you can see, yep, we can see our screen. And I want to do a short little demo on Sketchable. So some of you know, is this the right computer? Let me double check. If not, then I'm going to start my stream over. Oh, there it is. Yes. Some of you must know is that I draw with Sketchable all the time, and so this is the Sketchable app on the Surface. It is a Windows 10 app, and I want to just do a quick little overview of what's coming up in Sketchable. So whatever it is you're drawing with, if you have a Windows 10 machine, if you have a Surface, if you have some kind of Windows 10 tablet, then you can download Sketchable from the Microsoft Store and try it out and see what you think. I use Sketchable for a lot of my sketching and drawings. I don't have any drawings in this version of Sketchable because I just downloaded it and added it to this machine. The cool people of Silicon Benders, Sketchable, the company that makes Sketchable, sent me the Surface. They sent me a Surface 2017 i5, and so that I can test out the beta version of Sketchable. And so anytime you download Sketchable, you get these images that become part of the app, so you can see what other artists have done. And of course, the artwork is flat, so you can't see all the layers and how they did what they did, but is very awesome looking artwork. So I am a beta tester for the upcoming release of Sketchable, and I just want to look at some of the things that are in here, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you're looking for in a drawing app. And let me go ahead and do my picture in picture because we are using Cinemaker, so we can do all kinds of goodies like that. Boom! See, there I am on the bottom left corner. I'm not hiding anything back there. It's just the undo button and the start button for the Surface. So once again, this is what Sketchable looks like. Let me go ahead and minimize some of these things. And the first things that I want you to notice is that why I use Sketchable is the simplicity of the tools. We have a list of tools down here. So these tools are really easy to deal with and choose. They have very basic settings, but you can always make it your own if you want. So we got the eraser, paintbrush, airbrush, pencil, highlighter, ink, pen, what do you call these other pens? Nibs, and then a good old chalk, and of course the blender. The ones that I use all the time is going to be the pencil, and it's the fourth one, the soft pencil, and I like this. And let's so you can kind of sketch, get a quick sketch going. And what I like about these tools is that it doesn't take much to just go ahead and choose one and get started. I do use Photoshop and Illustrator for a lot of my finished work, but the problem is that they so menu heavy that it becomes a chore just to get that tools the way you want to get to drawing. Whereas with Sketchable, you just go ahead and grab any tool and just get to it. And there's the pencil. Boom. Of course, I like drawing myself, and I draw myself all the time, so it's real easy to draw that. Maybe I look like this, maybe I don't. I don't know. What do you think? Bam. And so there's the pencil, real easy to use. This is one of my other favorites. Is the brush, but I like this one. Yep. And it supports pressure, so you can push down and boom. So this is my regular process. What you're seeing is nothing that is nothing new. This is all available on the regular version of Sketchable. But there, bam. But the thing is that now there's a whole bunch of other stuff coming up, including this is why I like it, right? The simplicity of the tools. There it is. Now, what other things you can see right away is the palette. So you start picking out colors. You double click it, you can see a big old color window now. You can also have the option of the color wheel. And if there's a color that you want to grab that is on the screen already, you can just grab your eyedropper tool and then select the color, which is really cool. Also, if you have your Surface Pen settings on for the button, then you can click down the button and it'll turn into a color picker if you have that setting on. Me, I don't have those settings on. So this is some of the basic stuff that Sketchable can do, including some of these tools over here on the left. But now we have extra ones. And so if I had my other surface connected, then you could see the difference in some of the tools that we have right now. So, and if you notice, when I move my pen close to the edge, the UI kind of just goes away. Alright, so where'd it go? Come on. There it is. So what are some of the things that we're looking at right now that is new? So for me, it's fun and exciting because some of the artists that I talk to and use Sketchable want to be able to use Sketchable for production work. And that means we need production tools and production options and settings. And so one thing that already exists is right here on the top left is the transform tool. So of course we can transform. We can make sure we lock in our ratio and flip if we want to flip it, and so on. No big deal. That's cool. But the new thing that's coming out right now is boom, selection tool. We can select pieces. Oh, look at that. There it is. Boom. Now I can transform that. Look at this. Move it around where I want to. Hit OK. And then deselect. There we go. Bam. And I can keep on drawing. Crazy. I need a pen. There we go. Come on. Yeah. There we go. That is crazy. What I just did was to use the selection tool and select the piece, resize that piece of that layer, and make adjustments how I want. So that's a big deal because then when you're working on a drawing, you don't want to redo that layer or copy that layer, which is the current process right now in Sketchable. Is you copy that layer that you want to edit, so you have 2 layers, and then you get rid of, in each layer you get rid of the parts you don't need, so then you can readjust the layout of the drawing. Whereas now you can just go ahead and use the selection tool and readjust that, which brings me to the layers. Layers now supports naming. Bam, there it is. Hey, take it easy. I went over DTM, baby. There it is. Bam. Now that layer has a name. So you can rename your layers, which is great because when you export to Photoshop and you're still working in layers, you want to know, you want to be able to tell what layer is which just by looking at it. Here's another funky thing. So we're inside the layers. There is more options here on the layers, which usually you go down here in the bottom and you see some of these things down here. Let me make a line. Usually down here you would have some of the options, but those options have been moved to the top in the 3 dots, because we all know that 3 dots or lines stands for other options and settings. Then to the right of that is some 2 arrows that then turn the layers window into a smaller size and over to the right, which is good because then you're just able to just jump and make things and do things, and you can still change the name, add a name. Boom. Look at that. And now the name of that layer is add a name. And so and you can rearrange the layers still. Hold on, click it. Come on, I'm not doing it right. And maybe that's a bug. Because this is a beta, let me see if I make it bigger. Click it and drag it. So that should be something that you can do when it's smaller. Maybe I'm not touching. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got to grab it from the little lines on the left hand side. Well, there you go. I'm learning. So there it is. So that's something really cool that's happening right now with the beta version of Sketchable. Plus, now there is what you call, hey, that's the phone. Another, what do you call this window? Color Swatch. Because we got the palette down in the bottom, but now you have more colors that you can save and then refer to anytime you want to. Eventually, I would like to see where we can save these color swatches, and so then you can keep your artwork series the same color. That'd be a great idea. And so this is some of the fresh stuff that's happening in Sketchable. If you have not tried Sketchable, I'm letting you know that right now is the time to get on it. Get your digital drawing going on. Let me show you a couple new things also. Let's go here. Boom. There's a butterfly over here. Let me click. Well, number one, there are rulers and shapes, or stencils they're called. So let's click on that line. So you got other stencils. So if you wanted to make a triangle, there it is. There's the triangle, and boom. Love it. Get your paint bucket, and let me get rid of that. Triangle. Boom. There it goes. What you're now having options for, and let me start a whole nother layer for that, or turn these layers off. And visibility off. Visibility off. Yeah, what's that one? There it is. So let's draw on this one. Bam. And let's get that butterfly. And now we have the symmetry tools on. So there it is. So when you start drawing, for those who like to use symmetry, alright, go back. Oh yeah. I don't ever draw like this. It's not my thing. But some of you may be interested in that. Let me try something else. Let me show you. So now we also have the snowflake. So that's 5 sides. And if we double click that one, no, we gotta double click this one. Let me see. Or hold it. Yeah, just double click. Or where is it? Is it the settings? There it goes. If I'm doing the snowflake, there's 5 sectors. I wanted to see 6, but there's 4 right there. What about this one? There's 4. There we go. There it is. Okay, 6. Bam. So it's that pinwheel. So now if you're into doodling or Zentangos, I'm on saving. I didn't like that one. There we go. All right. There it is. Look at that. That's cool. So if you're into those entangled type of stuff, then here you go. Now you can create your own mandalas, your own entangles, and all that. And that is another feature that's happening with Sketchable. Now, who is Sketchable for? Sketchable is for young people and for old people, for professionals and amateurs, for people who are deep into their digital art career like myself, and for people who are just starting out. Especially this part right here where the butterfly settings are, it's really there to experiment and have fun. And so some of the focus for Sketchable is to make digital drawing accessible for kids, and those who are experimenting and like to play around, and that's where these features come into play. Me, I am a full-time artist, a working artist. I get paid to draw, so I need robust tools that help me do my job. And so there's a grid that you can have when you're drawing. Let me see. There we go. Right there. Boom, boom. And so then you can draw whatever you need to draw and stay inside the lines. They have lots of options and lots of tools depending on who you are and what you're looking for. And especially now that this selection tools come in, the lasso tool, then that's really going to help step up the way for digital artists. Now check it out. Last thing I'm going to show you before I go, because I didn't want to stay long. I'm just making videos. I'm making lots of content for the art life all day. Now, you know that the future of computing is voice, right? And that's evident in everything, from voice commands to your smartphone to Alexa to whatever. So there's another option right here on the left that you'll notice. It's up here, and it's a microphone. So let me tap that microphone. There it goes. Do I want to access my microphone? Yes. So let's say eraser tool. There it is. And now I have the eraser tool selected. The brush tool. There it goes, the brush tool. Green color. And now it's green. Come on, don't tell me that's not cool. That is super cool. Blue color. That is crazy. And so you have voice commands. New layer. Let's see if it did that. New layer. New layer. There it is. There it goes. That's the new layer. Oh my gosh. This is the layer I was drawing on. There's a new layer now. Oops. I clicked on the blue, and it got turned blue. Any case, that is super cool. Let me turn off the microphone because it's starting to do stuff. You gotta watch out what you say. But that is crazy. Let's delete that. There we go. I am telling you, that is crazy how Sketchable and the Silicon Benders, the company, is making Sketchable such a hardcore drawing app? Is it an app that's going to take over Photoshop? It works with Photoshop. Is it an app that's for everybody? No, but there's for all kinds of different artists. And I know plenty of artists who are using Sketchable today. So, in any case, I hope this little live test helps you out, and I hope this little live test shows you some of the power that's coming to Sketchable. I will be doing a lot more demos. There are a ton of extra settings that you should be aware about, and but I will be doing a lot more drawings and a lot more posts about my art with Sketchable. A lot of my artwork that you see now, especially on my YouTube channel, Vector Maestros, is on Sketchable and Illustrator and Adobe Fresco. But I'm gonna put out a lot of more work on this Sketchable, the beta versions, just so you can see some of the stuff that's coming up. All right. Well, this is DTM, Delta Tango Mike. Find me anywhere on the internet at Delta Tango Mike. Bam. Yeah, I can draw better than I can write. But I am just amazed by that voice assistant. What would you call it? Let me see if it has a. What does it say there? I can't read it. Paint bucket. Yeah, that's not right. It's the I'm sure it has a name, and I have documentation that I ain't even bothered to read. I just want to play around and draw and then see what happens. That's my method. Alright, cool. This is DTM, Delta Tango Mike. Let me know what's going on with you, what you're drawing, what you're doing, and let's draw together. Oof, look at that. Whoa. Hey, thanks for watching. I am DTM. That is Delta Tango Mike. Please find me anywhere on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under Delta Tango Mike. And if you're interested in more tutorials and demos, check out Vector Maestros on YouTube. Don't forget the Art Biz. That is Art is King on YouTube and Art is King _ATL on Instagram and Twitter. I'll talk to you later.